Comes
Uh,
back.
as long as everyone's good. Holy banonis. I don't know what happened. I think the game, I don't know if it was OBS or the game or... Yay, we have sound. That's
Yay.
good.
Do we have picture though?
Oh, I'm there, so I haven't brought the game back up yet.
I know.
But
I'm just asking Marcy for reload the pack.
all right, so maybe Witcher 3
We
is a
had
bit hard.
7 viewers and now it dropped.
Well, Dan left.
Hit the X on that one. No, I meant on the...
What?
Once you open up the Witcher, hit the X on that
Oh, yeah.
thing.
There we
Oh
go.
my god, it just had deja vu.
Whew. An error has occurred while updating. Okay. Maybe that's what happened. I
Oh,
don't
it
know.
updated?
I have no idea.
Maybe Steam
Skip.
decided to be a pain.
Continue. I don't know. The Bard's Tale begins on White Orchard. Words. Don't care. Don't care. Oh, now there's no audio.
You have to switch over that thing again, I bet you.
If it's not one thing, it's
sad
another thing.
seeing your mouth move and not hearing anything.
No, right? Because everything I say is genius. It's awesome. And suddenly you couldn't hear my beautiful words that I had spoken. And I don't know why. It just decided to just crap out. But it did. So now we do that.
Yeah, I bet you. I wonder if Steam was doing an auto update.
Okay. Who knows? Okay. Still no audio coming from there. So now it's time. The time has come, the walrus said, to talk of other things. Of shoes and ships and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings. To start the game again, we will, and see if we can get it to go. This game is not doing sound, nor audio.
That was beautiful.
Thanks. E. Okay.
Go open, or maybe not. I was gonna say open up Steam and make sure it's not doing something stupid.
I think maybe that'll be okay. We're going to try that. Alrighty. So, where is it? There it is. Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Come on. Come on, baby. Let the good times roll. Updates are the best. I would just wish it would tell me that it was going to update instead of, just doing it. I have like a laptop. And every time, and it's one of these things where it, dang, really? Okay, so, no. Audio there. Game capture device there. Sweet. Desktop audio. It's there, but it's not doing anything.
Check that option again where you hit the sound
Right,
thing,
alright.
because sometimes it turns itself off.
I have this mixer right here, so every time you turn, like if it plays through the speakers, right? And I set the sound option to default to the speakers, but every time I plug this or turn this mixer on, it defaults to, for some reason, defaults to the mixer as being the sound, which is not right, because. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious me.
I think I'm hosting now. Thank you, Marcy.
Sweet. So there we go. Anyway.
Lady Innocent asked, do you guys like the sequels they did to Dracula, son of...
The Hammer horror films? Or...
Yeah, isn't Dracula's daughter a hammer?
I mean, there's different versions of the Dracula... To be honest, I like Christopher Lee's Dracula, and I liked his portrayal in what was it? I know this one. Not the blood. Although I did like. It was stupid. It was a stupid movie, but I liked it because it was stupid. Dracula AD 1979 or something like that. It was ridiculous.
Wait, the Dracula 2000?
No. This was a
Okay.
Hammer horror film. And
Okay,
it
I was like,
uh,
Dracula 2000 was god awful.
Yeah, no, that was a bad film. But and then there was the Dracula in Space one. Did you see that one? It was ridiculous. But like Son of Dracula, I think Dracula's Daughter. Some of them are cool. Other ones, to me, I'm a purist. So I prefer the original Dracula. So when you're adding sequels like that, it really has to work like really well. 1972, yeah, that's the one. I couldn't remember, but I remember watching it. Like, oh, that one's bad and weird, yet I kind of liked it because I saw it as a kid, and therefore I was like, ooh. Oh, hi. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Yeah. That one was weird because there was like satanic worship in there.
AD 22.
Yeah. You ever see that one?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it.
Ah.
Believe it or not, I have not seen every film ever made.
Well, that's the thing. That's when it's. Alright, it just went black. Whatever. So, yeah, the stories have to work for me. And I'll be honest with you, like, the story of Dracula is probably not the best story ever written. I love it, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of coincidences that happen in there, and it's one of those stories, and even criticized at the time for being like slightly simplistic. It was the found footage film of its day. I mean, but it was a what you call it, a
This ain't Tamaria no more, old
all
man.
done in, I
It's
can't
still
remember
forgotten
words. Words are failing me tonight. But it was written as a contemporary, like, journals and stuff like that. So it was supposed to be like, oh, this is the journal of Jonathan Harker, and this is the journal of Mina Harker. This is the journal or the telegraph of Dr. Seward, or Abraham Van Helsing's notes. So I still like it, but
Witches.
sorry, I got tied up with these.
I think I'm more of a
I'll not
Frankenstein
drink
fan.
with Weaver Lost freaks.
And a Creature of the Black Lagoon.
No, it's serial. It was. I don't know if it was done as a serial at the time. I
No
don't
need.
think it
We're used to
was. I think was Frankenstein done as a serial
I could jump
this
on
time.
it, dear.
I can't remember, but it was
Armies
published
to
anonymously
pass
at
through.
first, and then
Now a
eventually
griffin's prowling
it was
about.
given credit to
Already
Mary
had a
Shelley?
pleasure.
Mary Shelley. Thank you.
Ran into your kinsman
I'm
Bram.
failing so miserably with words tonight.
How is
Terrible.
Sorry,
Alive.
we'll still keep you.
Sends his regards.
he? Master
No,
witches.
there's a certain term for it
Food
when
and
they
drink
use.
on the house.
uh,
What can I get you?
Oh, which food and drink on the house? What can I get you?
I'm looking for a woman.
Looking for a woman. Show me what you got. Pretty busy place. There a contract on the Griffin? Alright, woman. We'll do the woman thing.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes.
Oh,
dresses
like an
in black and
actual
white,
woman.
Writing in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially
What is that
hard to
term?
forget this.
Can you look that up for me, Haley?
Huh.
Plenty of
Dracula.
travellers about,
There
though.
was a
Folk from all over.
Contemporary-
Might be worth your while to ask after her.
See, it's gonna bother me, so I have to find out.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
It's a style of writing when they use journal entries, stuff like that.
Not an anthology, though, right?
No, it's not an anthology. Epistolary. Thank you. Epistolary. That's the word. I was like, I'm trying to remember it. It's epistolary piece. And yeah, those are basically literature found footage. Literature found footage. Oh, what am I supposed to do? Henry, some travelers through folk from all over might be worth your while. All right. Okay. there a
Is there a
contract?
contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the alderman don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And...
But did I answer that? Did I answer? I feel like I did.
So no contract.
Overall, I generally prefer
James,
say no.
We might have done
but
something, but not for
there are
free.
those special ones out there that you just kind of like. Okay, that's the thing. Any movie, any sequel, anything like that can be done right and can be done well, but the storyline has to be compelling and it has to be done in a clever sort of way. So, just half the time, and Christopher Lee even said that himself, that he kept doing the Dracula films because he was being paid, but he didn't like doing them because they were straying so far away from the original source material that he didn't even want to have lines. Like, he didn't want to speak. He just kind of pretty much wanted to show up, show his fangs off, and get paid. So like the further along in the history, the films that he was doing, the more the further they went away from the source material, the less he liked. Now, I'm okay with certain things, again, as long as you do it right and you do it well. I personally think that you could redo a modern take on Dracula and make it creepy as hell. Like, just seriously creepy. And I think that could work. Because, you're basically making a vampire. Vampires are immortal. And, I don't know, there's something about a vampire kind of stuck within a certain time frame. And I think the films, the book series specifically, but the film Interview with a Vampire, I think really captured that, how they kind of get stuck within a time period. They need new, fresher, pun intended, blood to update them into the new ways. Louis was bit by Lestat and then courted by Armand because he was of the age that they were living in, as opposed to the other vampires, especially in Armand's court, who were, I don't know, they were kind of behind the times. So, I think that is something interesting that can be played with. And I think Dracula and the stories, if you make them, if you go beyond just generalized killing and horror, that kind of horror, just the general just murder and blood drinking, like the kind of just but if you have like something really interesting to say behind that, I think it can be interesting. I think it could be done well. So yeah, half the time the sequels are not great. So I'll leave it at that. Show me what you got. Pretty busy place. I'll do that.
Pretty busy place
So
you
I'm
got.
not playing the game. Everybody's like,
Nations
I want to
on the
watch you
move.
play the game.
Some search for kin,
Jeff's
others
like,
just want to
I
get out
want
of
to
the
play
way
this
of
game
the
so
armies.
bad. Let me sit
They
here and
all
talk.
need food,
Yeah.
drink.
All right,
enjoy.
I told
listen,
you, Lady Innocent. I told
So,
you he would
war's
have some
been
good
good for
answers
your
for these
trade?
questions, though.
Aye. So
I
far.
hope you like those
Best to
answers
know
because
peace
yeah, 'cause sometimes
Times like these, you
I
never
feel
know
like I
what tomorrow
ramble
will
on too
bring.
much, and then I'm like, did I answer the question that was asked of me? I don't remember now, but eh. But as a writer of horror myself, film specifically, not so much the prose, but it's challenging to come up with a story, because everyone says that all the stories have been told, and to a certain degree, yes, but not all stories have been told the same way, and finding those new niches, those new ways to tell a story, I think are where it's where it can get interesting. Yeah, right. I can go on. I can always go on with stuff like this. Show me what you got. All right, fine. We'll do that. Show me what you got.
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Whoa. Little forceful on that kind of. Show me what you got behind the counter.
Jeff just wrote an essay with my question. Yeah,
All right.
that is Jeffrey.
Yeah. Buy. 'Buy and sell items using the shop panel. Okay, cool. Double click on an item to purchase it. Okay. Escape to close the shop panel. Okay. Escape to close the shop panel. Okay. Buy and sell items using the shop panel. Okay, cool. Double click on an item to purchase it. Okay. Escape to close the shop panel. Okay. Buy and sell items using the shop panel. Okay. Do I have any gold? Do I have anything? I have 250. How much is stuff? Decoy car. I don't know what any of this stuff does, so probably I'm not going to get any of this, but thank you.
Thanks for everything.
That's what I always find to be funny about these games is, you know, you start off and you have no clue what you're doing. Like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then after you get better at the game, you're like, oh, I should have got that, or I should have got that, I should have got that. It's kind of a general complaint because it's like, oh, I wish I'd known then what I know now, but
Help you bandage that up?
you can't
Please.
know
I'm not decrepit yet.
the future. I guess.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
You know what? I don't know. Yennefer?
Just remember,
That was her
we'd
name?
rather not draw any attention.
Oh, yeah.
You hear? Black One's been out measuring the fields.
Let him measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel, you're dumber than a headless cockerel. Why they marking out them lines, eh?
Let's talk to this guy. He's got one
I'm
of
looking for
those
someone.
hats on.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
That seems like fighting words. Open and mark that. Use the actual sign this time will influence people's minds and cause them to act according to your will. Okay. Let's do that.
Oh, is the stream lagging or is that just your phone?
Huh?
I'm checking the stream.
Oh.
I think it was just your phone.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Ooh.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast
These
she
are not
knocked
the droids you were
Radabor
looking
into a
for.
ditch.
Which way did she
I
go?
want a hat like
Dunno.
that.
Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
And done with you, sir. Alright. Alright, well that was fun. Can we go kill something now? I wonder if this game can use the controller. Because I would like that. I feel like I need. I'm so used to
controller?
playing Skyrim that I need the controller. But I don't know if this game is going to let me do that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Also, it might try to open up that
Ah,
thing again, remember?
right. So basically, so my stream might die again because it likes to do that. All right. Oh, yeah, yeah. All right. Oops. Don't punch anyone. You cannot attack this target. Okay, can I jump? Yes! Yes! Alright.
Wow, that's pretty.
Look at, okay, so run, hold A. Oh, jump B. Oh, sweet mother base. Sugar snap peas! Now we're good. Now we got some goodness going on here. Alright, talk. Ah, this is so good. Now this is good.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Did you just yes? Sorry, I'm listening to the stream.
Oh,
So,
you're
pretty
behind.
Much, you pretty much just go, yes!
No, I was using my mouse and the keyboard. It's
No,
not,
he wasn't using the controller yet.
yeah, no. So I wanted to, you know, I'm so used to playing Skyrim with a controller that, you know, trying to play this. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but I'm just not good at that. So
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun.
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's
it's a
name?
cat. It's a cat.
Drugan?
Did you see that cat?
May
go
the
by?
soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good.
Now everything's all confused.
Everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
That's one of those
Do
words
well
like
not
every now and
to
again
point
I
up my
use and then I
age.
forget.
You're
And I'm like,
nearly
I need to
century
remember
old yourself.
epistolary, but then I always forget.
See you later, Vesemir.
Yeah, see you later. Wait, did you just walk on the table? That is super rude, dude. Like, seriously. I got yelled at if I, like, you know, my elbows on the table. But, you know, like, you just straight up walked on the table. One time I sat, okay. I got in super lot of trouble for yelling. Like, I was probably, let's just go with 14? 14. 14 sounds good. Cat.
There are 4 factions.
Anyway.
What? Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own.
Oh, that's
face
okay.
cards.
That's okay.
There are also
You're
special
not gonna be.
Wouldn't you rather
To
play
warn you
War?
about 91% won't be able
It's
to
like
make
being
family
a
game
dawn
night
before you get your
on Friday. I
game
might
on
be able to
game.
catch the last bit of the. That's all right. You know, you
okay.
do what you gotta do. You know, I mean, it's cool. Like I understand. We understand that. You know. Oh, nice! Friday's open night for you to play.
we'll
Of
break
course.
a
Well, you have
leg.
to watch that. You have to go to that. I mean, by all means, have fun.
What
Break a
a
leg.
waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Well, it does revolve.
Got a
That's
minute?
a joke.
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war.
Horsewoman of War. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the
That's always
fields
exciting.
at
I
night,
always
looks
love
as you
opening
described
nights.
her. Armies follow her, and all who cross
With all
her
that,
path meet
you know,
with
especially that
misfortune.
nervous energy that you have before you're about to go on
That's the last
stage.
bit.
Ah,
Where you
so
feel like
good.
your heart's
Saw it.
about to
No,
explode.
facts
Yeah, you have those
interest
moments,
me,
you know,
not
like
fairy
oh,
tales.
there's like an audience out there for the first time, and you're like, I hope I don't forget all my freaking lines. I was always terrified of that. Like, I'd about to go on stage, I'm like, I know these words, I know all these words. I'm not gonna remember all these words though. As soon as this comes up, always terrified. But you know, you got there, you do it. It's
I
good.
didn't even have lines to memorize. I was like stage manager or stuff, but I still would get so nervous and be like, oh my gosh.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar.
What if
Right.
I
Take it
don't
you're
get
fleeing
Giles
no more.
Corey's old
Quite the
age
opposite.
makeup?
Chase it. I'm headed for the front.
Oh
Tired
man,
of life.
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself.
just
I've a
opening nights,
thirst no
man.
dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes.
I don't even remember how
I'm
many
more
I've done.
And
worried
recorded
than
all in my
anything.
chronicle,
Don't be
my
worried.
magnum opus.
Why are you worried?
I'm sure it'll go fine.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but
Or the
rape,
bumpers.
violence, and thoughtless
I always
cruelty.
feel like those things usually
I
like
see you lack the
you
polish
get
of the
really
academy.
concerned about it,
Rape
and then like last
cruelty
minute
are
everybody
details of no
Right.
import
gets
to the
their
war's
crap
cause.
together.
Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one
Yeah,
might say.
I mean, here's the thing.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Oh,
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time.
Just
Nilfgaard
breathe,
on one
inhale,
bank, Redania on the
exhale.
other,
yeah, that's
drooling
all there
over the
is,
city
you know.
like dogs over.
The thing, once the audience is out there, I
Many
mean,
others
if you
choked on
forget
that
your
line.
lines,
True.
you still gotta keep
We
going.
value our
So
liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight.
hopefully, improv skills are good.
The scholars especially.
The
But yeah.
sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects
Although
from
I'm surprised
our
they didn't
academy
have
designed
that
the
have to
city
be off
walls.
book by
Walls
now.
no
Like, I
war
mean, I'm sure they
machine has
are
ever
off book,
crumbled.
but you know, like if they're still calling out line, like. Oof.
One of our plays was like that. It was like up until like the 3 days before or something like that is when they started getting their stuff together.
Ha. Yeah. Something like that. Hell, I remember being one play. I just for some reason, just could not remember the words. Like, I just could not. Eventually, I did remember, you know, I got to, by opening night, I was fine. But, you know, even the opening night, I was like going, okay, I got these, I know these, I got these. For some reason, that one particular play just was the one I could not remember for the life of me. But, oh well, you know what? We did it. Went
Gotta
through
go.
it, and,
So long.
A
moved
moment,
on.
Witcher. You strike me
And
as a man
now
of
we're
the
here
world.
today.
Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Alright.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Ooh. Do you want to begin? I guess. I mean, I don't really have a choice because I don't have a game, so. Alright. Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. Continue. Okay. Ah. This is actually a very interesting question. I love this question. I just want you to know that I love this question.
Lady Innocent, I hope you're writing a paper or something about us and say this whole channel is insane.
Ghosts don't scare me. First of all, let me start off right now. Ghosts do not scare me. Every time I see a ghost movie, it does not scare me. And I'll be and while they can do cool, creepy little jump scares and stuff like that and make creepy moments happen, a ghost movie never scares me. And my biggest reason for a ghost story never scaring me is what's the worst that can happen in a film. The worst that can happen in the film is that your main character or someone that the main characters are dead, right? They get killed off. However, once you introduce a ghost, you have also introduced that there's a possibility of an afterlife. And an afterlife means that the worst thing that can happen is your character dies, but they can still live on. So ghost stories do not scare me. Vampires are interesting because while I don't necessarily hold that, like the actual vampires, like those kind of creatures, like if we're just going straight up from mythology, folklore, stuff like that, those type of things did not exist. However, what did exist was a fundamental misunderstanding of disease and the after the post-mortem processes of the body. So people would get sick and they would die, and then those people, someone else would get sick, and they had no way to determine how that person got sick because there was no such thing as germ theory back then. So they would come up with folklore. Maybe it was the person who died before, and then they would go dig up that body. Now, depending on the time of year the person was buried, or the conditions of which they were buried.
Okay, wait. Movie ghosts don't scare you, but what about real ones?
I will get to that. I will get to the question of real ones in a mo. So people did not have an understanding of the post-mortem process of the body. So if someone died, then somebody else would get sick. It was very common with consumption back in the day, also tuberculosis, and so people would get sick, and they would literally waste away. Like that's the problem with tuberculosis is you're getting tubercules in your lungs, and you are getting sicker and sicker and sicker, which is caused by a bacterium. Sorry. I'm gonna sniff. But anyway, and so people will just pretty much waste away while they're coughing and coughing up blood. Hence, and then again, because it was a very contagious disease, somebody else would generally get sick. So they would go out and try to find out how to stop this disease. And of course, for them, there was something. There's a causation to it, and what's the causation? They don't understand disease, so they think that it could be an evil spirit, a vampire, something walking that is literally sucking the life out of them. So they would dig up the bodies, and not understanding how the body composes, the person would be bloated, possibly with blood coming out of the mouth. Their hair, their skin has shrunk, but it can't really see that, but it looks like their nails have grown. It looks like they're still alive. Hence the idea of, doing some kind of practice ritual to kill off the spirits. That's why there's so many things like, spreading salt in the tomb or the grave of the person, because a vampire has like an OCD thing, I guess, going on, where they have to count each individual salt particle, knots as well. Also, to keep the person in the grave, they would tack them down using a stake into the body and keeping them in the ground. Also, usually the beheadings or some kind of scrambling of the body parts to also prevent them from doing that. So I guess in a sense the vampires aren't necessarily scary, because do those exist? No. But the diseases themselves, those can be scary because you never know. And as we see with today, you are having bacteria that's becoming very resistant to antibiotics. So that is actually scary to me. That is the thing. And then slashers, if I was to pick one thing, it would be a slasher. The person that you don't know next to you could be Haley.
What?
A slash. I'm just kidding. I was saying the person next to you, in my case, could be a slasher, and you never know, and you don't know when that's going to happen. So I guess if I was to pick one, ghosts, vampires, slasher, it would probably be a slasher, because to me that's the most real, and that is the one that would actually kill you in real life. So, but
wait, there's more.
Is there?
I don't know. I figure you were going into something
but
about
going on
ghosts.
to the real ghosts, I admit, I'm going to come out here and admit this. I don't believe in ghosts. Like, I have never seen evidence for a ghost. I have heard of people talking about their experiences of ghosts, and I believe those experiences. I believe people have had experiences that they cannot explain. I believe that those people who've had those experiences believe that they've had those experiences. I, however, have never had an experience of a ghost, so therefore I do not personally believe in ghosts, if that makes sense. So, hey, you know what? Every now and again, someone will be like, oh, I've been to a haunted house, or, I know places to go, and you'll be scared. I want to go. I want to go. I want to be convinced. I'm not going to just sit here and say, oh, yeah, I believe in ghosts, or I don't believe in ghosts. I do not believe in ghosts because I have not ever experienced something that I couldn't explain, or that, goes into that realm of unexplainable, or it has to be a ghost because nothing else fits this. So at that point, that's where I stand. I'm down. I'm always down to go try to find a ghost. Like I said, I used to grow up behind a cemetery. Place was creepy at night, but I was a kid as well, so your imaginations kind of go wild. But as an adult, I've been to cemeteries at night. There's events that are held in Hollywood, the Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and to me that's just fun. There's a thing. So okay, hang on. Alright, I have a second sight. I can see spirits, ghosts walking around, and I can hear them too, so I kind of have a believe in them. I would get that. Also, would you rather know the date of your death or the cause of your death?
Neither.
Well, yeah, I would probably go with neither on that one, neither. But if I had to pick one, probably the date. I think the date would do it, because at that point, what does it matter if it's a car crash or you just pass away in your sleep?
This got deep.
Well, I don't know. I think I would want to be like, okay, well, I have until this particular day to do everything that I've always wanted to do. So I think that kind of gives you that kind of. For me, I would be like, well, that's due date. That's the. Whatever you want to get done, you got to get it done by this point. That's, if I was to know, that'd probably be the thing I'd want to know more than anything else.
However, I feel like if you tell somebody a date like that, that would alter your future, and then that's a whole time thing.
Right.
Timeline thing.
I mean, there is that. I mean, that's getting into a whole other world of that.
Haunted hotel, perfect holiday destination.
I would go.
I would totally do
I'd
it.
go.
There's like this. I would love to.
Again, like I've never experienced the ghost, and I don't have a second sight at all. So I've never seen one. So I'd be down. I'd be down always to see one. But again, I haven't experienced it. So therefore, at this point, at this particular juncture, I am unconvinced. Not that I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying I'm unconvinced of them. That's my word on that. So yeah.
So you're playing a card game on here?
So yeah, I'm playing. Okay, so begin draw 10 cards. A. All right. Oh God, I have to read. Do I not want to do? I kind of don't want to do this.
But you should.
But I should. This is a unit card. Upper left corner indicates strength. All right. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the. All right. So siege expert. No, I don't want. Okay. Adds. Okay. Oh, I have to go through these icons. Huh. There's a... When we were first not introducing, but we were first coming up with the idea of 52 Weeks of Horror, we had contemplated, and by we, I was pitching to Haley some ideas to do, and to be quite honest, we live in LA, so there's a lot of creepy places in LA. Like, there's been famous serial killers, murders, accidental and strange deaths that have happened all over the place here. And that was going to be one of the things that we did, was try to go find some of these places. That kind of became one of those things that pushed off to the side a little bit, because I wanted to keep the channel and this more fun, as opposed to bringing it down with going down to the...
Plus, there's already another channel where she goes to famous sites and stuff.
There is that. There's other people who do that type of thing, but I want to keep our channel more fun. Like, I like horror, I really do. But when it comes to actual real murder and death and stuff like that, it's not nearly as fun. So we kind of strayed away. We kind of didn't go that way with it, because one of our first things that we filmed that never got aired, because we were still trying to figure out even the format of the show, was we went to the Museum of Death down here. Now, there was an issue, is you can't actually film inside their museum part, so there was a lot of great B-roll of the outside, and it was going to be pretty much a voiceover of what we saw, but that's pretty much it. So we didn't ever release that one. I don't know if it will be released, because again, it's just mostly B-roll of the outside of the building and
maybe if
some
we
of the
hit
gift shop.
100 subscribers or something that are actually paying for this channel.
Yeah. But again, that's one of those things where I'm like, there's not going to be any of the interior stuff, because they don't allow cameras, or they don't allow people to take photos of there. And I had my camera with me, so they were watching me the entire time to make sure I was not filming.
We also did an episode on making our own fake blood recipes, which were so bad.
So to answer your question, Fangirl Marcy, I would rather be stalked by Michael Myers.
I would say Michael Myers. I feel like you have a better chance with him.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, I should probably read this, but I feel like, one of those fundamental things that people need is sleep. So if you're going to be stuck with Freddy Krueger and you can't go to sleep, that really puts a damper on your day. Mm-hmm. Michael Myers, you know what, after a while, at least you can maybe find a little respite from his stalking abilities and maybe get a little bit of sleep. But the whole idea of not being able to sleep is just, that sounds more terrifying to me than actually being murdered sometimes. Anyway. It was interesting. It was very fun. They had like the first room you go into, you walk into a room and it's like the serial killer's room. So they have pictures painted by John Wayne Gacy. They have his shoes. They had stuff from, I think, the Night Stalker. They had lots of memorabilia from several serial killers. So that was interesting. One of the rooms Haley found to be interesting, which I also found interesting, was they had all the items that that mortuaries use for preparing a body. you know, for showings and for funerals. So, and they had the video going up there of how they, you know, insert these like metal pipes, not really, but you know, like they're inserting all this stuff, like just to keep people up and looking okay, you know. They had like a Manson room where they had like a quilt that was made up by the Manson family. Also adjacent from that was the Black Dahlia's area where they had like pictures and stuff of that. Brutal stuff. Like they had like actual death photos. And there was one room that there was a hallway. There was a hallway that just had like car accidents and just people mangled. It was pretty awful to look at. And then they had like the Heaven's Gate cult area where they had somehow got and purchased all of the what they were wearing, like their purple blankets and the jumpsuits and stuff like that. And they had what's his nuts. We didn't have any because he castrated himself, doing his final speech. One part, I don't know if this is funny, but or not, but we were in this back hallway, right? And there's like this kind of end,
yeah.
And they had like what I thought was plastic curtains hanging there, and so we got to the end of this hallway, and we're looking at all these gruesome pictures, and I'm like, I kind of back up a little bit, and I feel like the plastic hitting my back. I'm like, oh, what's this? I turn around. I'm like, oh, what's behind here? And I'm trying to spread this plastic curtain. Haley looks at me. She goes, Jeff, those are body bags. And I'm just like, oh.
It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have seen the look on his face at the time too.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Yeah, so then they had other rooms, you know, where they had stuffed animals and stuff like that, but they also had like death masks of a few people. They had one room where they were basically showing just, I mean, a better way to word it, but wrecked videos, people who just were killed or murdered or something. Hello, Ghost 777. But yeah, I mean, it was a very gruesome place, and they were offered if you passed out, I think you got a free T-shirt, or you threw up or something. You got a free T-shirt. So if you can't, a friend of ours almost did, and almost got a free T-shirt. I was okay, but yeah.
But yeah,
anyway, welcome, Ghost. Hello. I need to play the game. Sorry about that. I keep diverging off. So anyway,
seriously, he will talk for 800 years, guys.
Yeah. All right, so what am I doing? I don't know what I just did. All right, weather cards. Special type of card. They reduce the strength of all. Okay, cool. Choose a card to redraw. Start. That is a gruesome hanging. At the start of each game, you can select with 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go start playing. Yes, that'd be great. I thought we were doing that. Thank you. Yeah, this is fun. How are you this evening, Ghost 777? Ghost 777? I just call you Ghost because that feels good to me. Alright. This is your opponent's side. Okay, I thought we were playing the game. Alright. Each player must take 1 card and place it on the battlefield. Okay, I am trying. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you the special abilities, which blah 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 blah. Triggering a special ability, pressing X.
Ghost is good enough. There you go.
Good. Sweet. I'm glad. Okay. Great. I'm glad. Oh, we're good. There's me, Jeffrey. Haley is off on my microphone. So here we are. For the 52 weeks of horror. So welcome. I am playing The Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt, and actually I'm not really playing the game so much as I'm playing a card game right now that I have not been paying attention to how I've been doing it. So I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay though. It's the first time I ever played this game, so I got these tutorials going on. Press A to select the card. Your turn. Cool. Alright, what am I supposed to do? Let's do... Well, I'm assuming that... Alright, let's start off with... I'm going to lose, so I might also start off with this archer guy.
This game's great, but time-consuming. Ain't that the truth?
I'm enjoying it, but yeah, I have not been paying a lot of attention Because I admit that I will start talking about stuff, and I just won't stop. The number to the left is your icon of the icon. Your total showing both values are updated with the blah 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 words. Okay, cool. During your card, you can pass by holding Y. Okay, cool. At the end of the round, oh my god. Strength of the discard. Both players total reset to 0. Okay, opponent's turn. Cool. Alright, fine. Your turn. I feel like if I place something down, he's going to just put something higher than mine, which is kind of the pointless. Yeah, I guess I don't know what I'm doing. 4. Alright. Your turn. Alright, well I'm going to do... Well, we need some,
I imagine this is a lot like in Final Fantasy VIII. Or any of the Final Fantasy games. This
Right.
card game.
Alright, your turn. What am I doing?
It took me a while to get the hang of Gwent. It's a enjoyable side game. Oh, this is the...
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm kind of like just throwing cards out there and be like, well, if I have artillery, or, you know, a siege weapon, and I have some archers, and I have some, you know, some infantry, I guess that would be pretty good. But I don't. I guess I'll do that guy. Yeah. Opponent's turn. I don't know what's happening. Alright. I see what you did there. I'm gonna do some archery. Ooh, alright.
You want to start off weak to keep cards for second and third round.
Okay. That's a good to know, because I did not do that. I admit that. I did not start off weak. I pretty much started off very strong, and I kind of think that may have been a mistake. But, oh well. Alright. I feel like I'm just pushing these, put them up there, like, at this point. I don't know what's happening. What'd he do? What did he do? Your opponent has passed. Alright, well then, I pass. Alright, well I guess I can't pass. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing now. Y. I guess I'm gonna pass with Y. You can pass.
You can pass.
I don't know how to... I'm pressing Y. Oh, I gotta hold it. Oh. Excuse me.
You alright?
Yeah, excuse me. Oh. I lost... Oh, he lost a life gem. I won the round! Holy crap, I won the round! I have no idea how I won the round. I'll be honest with you. I got no idea how I won that round.
It's rigged.
Your turn. I guess I have one card. There. The impenetrable flag. Yeah! Alright, number 2.
Touch your deck.
Oh, okay. False tests. Sure. Round passed. Your opponent won the round. Yeah, I got nothing. I don't even know what I did. I got no idea what I just did. Oh. Your opponent won. He won the other one? Okay. There is no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for the... And that's what you said there, Ghost. So, yep, didn't do that. Each deck has also its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards immune to the effects of the special cards. These are powerful. Okay. Yeah, I lost. Yeah, I see that. I didn't realize that. I mean, again, I probably reading it.
It's not a game for everyone. Requires an analytical mind. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
You know what? It's.
What just happened?
No. Sorry.
In a second.
Sorry, I'm a little behind with my thing, so once I find out, Haley's actually because my computer, as other people I've mentioned earlier, is not probably the best right now. It's a little old. She's a little old. She has traveled the high seas a lot.
A couple things happened.
But you know, she can handle games, but she can't handle too much stuff. If you know what I'm talking about. So trying to run OBS.
I don't know, you have to check.
Then fuck off.
Well, I guess I can't.
Don't want your kind here.
We have our alerts enabled.
Yeah, I mean it's just more of a I have to close down when I'm playing a game like this. I have to close out of the internet, aside from the restream chat, so I can see what everyone's saying. But
yeah, I don't think it popped up for our thing. But
yeah. So, log in with Twitch? Sure, why not? Everything. Sorry, I want to be able to acknowledge what happened. So, what's the weirdest horror film you've ever seen? Oh, that is a good question. There's been some.
What was that one where the
I was
Mr. What's? Do you remember where the two people were in the little cabin?
Nax999 has followed. Thank you, Nax999.
Cool, thank you. Welcome to the Scaremaker family.
Welcome to the Scaremaker family for sure. Thank you so much.
Did two things happen there, or did it just alert that Marcy was hosting?
Fangirl Marcy has hosted you, and then Nax9 has followed. So thank you, both of you, for that. Anyway.
But anyway, Mr. Jones was weird.
Oh, you didn't like Mr. Jones. It was weird, but it was okay. You know which one I thought? I mean, I feel like this is a little bit of a cop-out answer, but I have to say, it was weird when I first saw it, to the point where I was like, what the hell did I just watch? I watched it again in a completely different mindset, and I loved it after that. But Troll 2. Anyone see Troll 2? So bizarre. Okay, what's going on here? 3 against 1? I like that one.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
Oh!
If I had a
such
bag over
language.
my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Oh, yeah. Teach me a lesson. I love this part.
This is the stuff. So dirty.
Oh.
Die.
Uh-oh.
That the Norwegian thing?
Dodge. Okay. Sorry, I did the tutorials with... Ah!
Nice meeting you.
The Norwegian... Yes, it was actually, I think the directors were French.
For what?
Trolls 2?
Oh, I don't remember.
Is that what you're asking about? I believe the directors were French. It was an American film, but yeah, the Mr. Jones, that one was.
I don't know, something weird.
I think that was also American, but it was just bizarre because it was. It started off really interesting. I thought it started off really interesting, but then it kind of took this weird turn of like going into like some kind of weird alternate with stick people. It was bizarre, but anyway, yeah. That's the funny thing though. Asking that kind of question, because nowadays it seems like people are making really bad, you know, horror films because they make a really bad horror film. You know, like, it's like they're all trying to make the whole version of the room. You know what I'm saying? Because you have Sharknado or Sharktopus or Three-Headed Shark Attack, all of those things, you know, they're ridiculous, but they're good.
Would you guys rather spend the night at the Overlook Hotel with Jack Torrance or at the high school gym during prom with Carrie? And for all the questions, I'd love to hear Haley's opinion too. I want to know more about you guys. Okay.
But I've always known yours to be an honorable.
I don't know. I feel like I could live through the Overlook.
Some goods.
Yes. But
like,
I await the
if
repair
I'm
of
in
my
that, I don't
wagon.
want to be burned
As time
alive either.
passes, my losses grow.
Well, it all depends on what happens.
You need something.
Okay, so first
I'll
of
let
all,
you go half-free.
Carrie didn't go, you know, complete pyro until you know, she had
Let me have a
blood
look at your
dropped
stock.
on her. You know, when she was embarrassed. So what did I just do?
You ruined it. You completely destroyed it.
I know, right? Oh well, these Gwent cards make more sense now. But I'm a very practical guy. I'm like, I want things that are gonna raise my health and my stamina and my ability to kill others. I don't know what I need here.
Is the stream lagging or is that just this phone?
I don't know, honestly. Haley.
I was asking the audience.
Oh.
You're of no importance to me.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, if there's a.
Take care.
Oh, you just like you back in a position. But okay, so yeah, so Carrie was ultimately a really good person until she, you know, basically in bed, like the guy.
And her mom kind of ruined
Well,
her life.
her mom also ruined her life, but you know, I feel like she could have.
It's lagging a bit.
Huh?
It's lagging a bit, is what they said.
Hell, my. I don't have the stream coming up yet. Anyway. Sorry, yeah, it's see, that's what happens when slight lag, yeah, just a smidge. I'll try to hang off a bit, let it kind of, I think it's when I go out into this town when it starts to lag, because I find that if I'm in, if I'm in here, but, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. I just want to go kill something.
Still doesn't mean though that Carrie won't kill you because she killed. Like at the end of the movie, well, I guess she at the end of the movie.
Well, that's because her mom, you know, basically was being a.
I was just saying though, at the end of the movie, she does let in the sissy.
My gran told me about Smiths. The lad went missing one day, so folk nabbed a witchman that was hunting nearby. Started poking him, asking. When he started twisting and squirming, so wham bam, they knocked his head off.
Oh, so it was. Except it was some drowner that had sucked on the kid. Witcher had naught to do with it.
Down sits in
What
the
did
old
they
oak
do?
tree.
They could have sewed his head back on.
Cider, devilish tea. Drinks it down in greedy slugs.